Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're having a good day. We're kind of snowed in a little bit, so we're trying to take it easy. I want to talk to y'all a little about something about I touched on my live stream a while back, a few days ago, and everything, and it's something about to do with the magnetic core or the magnetic shield of Earth and its relation to the sun. But we're going to step back just a little bit and talk about radio frequencies first. See, we've been told for years, for as long as I can remember, that our radio waves leak out into space and aliens or whatever can hear them, pick them up and everything. And it's kind of odd, though, that, with all our technology that we have, that we can't pick up any alien frequencies here on Earth. And it's not like we don't have antennas, because, we have ham radios, CB radios, TV antennas, radio antennas, antennas all over the place, guys, all over the world in different areas. But we're told that these AM signals that we're broadcasting bounce off our atmosphere and travel around the world, and some of them leak out into space. But yet nothing is coming in. I mean, we don't hear it. We can't pick it up with our TV antennas or our CB radio or shortwave ham radio antennas or any other kind of antenna that we know of. They have these big dishes somewhere. They say it's picking up radio signals from deep space, but how come we can't hear them? How come we don't pick them up? So that's kind of odd. And they tell us that our magnetosphere is protecting us, keeping those signals from coming in. Only the sophisticated equipment can pick it up, with reaching way out there and picking up the signals deep outside of our atmosphere. So it's kind of puzzling what they're saying with this idea here. They're saying our signals, our radio signals, our TV signals and radios and ham radios, CB radios, even all your digital information, radio waves, is going out into space for whoever, whatever, picks it up. So that is kind of odd that they tell us that that's the way it is and everything, but yet no explanations why we can't hear what's out there unless we had the specialized equipment, but they can hear us. You kind of see what I mean. Of course, they might be more sophisticated and everything like that, but if they're more sophisticated, what would they be listening to a lower band of frequencies like ours, and we can't pick up theirs, So just kind of disparity. So another thing I want to kind of mention here, guys, is we've heard about the cloud quite a bit. In fact, everything is in the cloud, and nobody has ever really figured out where the cloud is. Excuse me. They say that these data centers, people are thinking that these data centers, these hard drives, these processors and everything like that, and these data centers is where the cloud is, but it is not. This is just where the information is processed. Okay, it is not stored anywhere, any physical location. And they told us it's in the cloud. And this goes back again to the idea about frequencies, guys, because our atmosphere supposedly keeps all this stuff inside. And the cloud, of course, if you think about it, guys, it is a frequency, a radio frequency being sent out over waves, or radio antenna wires, antennas and everything. And of course, it's stored in our atmosphere. And that exactly, guys, is kind of the idea of where the cloud is, in my thinking. Okay, so maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm kind of weird and everything like that, but if you start thinking about it, guys, it kind of makes sense that, our data signals is nothing more than frequencies and radio signals and everything, and it is stored in our atmosphere. It is not stored on a hard drive. It's not stored in a memory card or on a computer chip. It's in the cloud, and they actually do mean the cloud, which is our atmosphere. So if you kind of walk along the same thoughts, guys, you'd kind of come to the same conclusion as this. So this is kind of related to our connection to the sun. Now, see, in our solar system, I don't know about any others, guys. I'm not smart enough to know about anything else, but the things don't add up right, okay? We're the only ball of mass of any kind, anything, that creates a magnetosphere like ours, as massive and as strong as ours. I mean, we're comparable in strength to the next one in line with the sun, guys. I mean, other planets or this type of magnetosphere, other planets do have one, but they're not like ours, and they're not really as strong as a magnetic pull. Even Jupiter has a magnetic core or magnetosphere, but it's not like ours. It isn't like it withdraws things to it like a magnet does, like ours does. Even though it's supposed to be a shield for frequencies and rays and everything like that, but as you know that now, especially now, since recently, we're getting asteroids like out the yin yang coming at us every day. They tell us we keep going through these periodic showers 2 or 3 times a year, the same ones over and over again. Guys, wake up, Anyway, so we kind of attract this stuff. So, and I've mentioned a while back, guys, that if you look at the magnetosphere of Earth and everything, in the North Pole, it looks like it comes in, and at the Southern Pole, it goes out. And they say it forms a shield like this, keeps circulating both back and forth, and it spreads around the Earth. So here's my idea, guys, is because I don't think the sun's core is as big as they tell us. They say it's a big old mass, hydrogen and helium and a couple other things that's really boiling together, creating this mass explosion going on. But guys, this is fusion, right? Or fission, fusion. If you got this much mass going together, compressing together, it would explode all at once, guys. Okay? Think about it, a helium or a hydrogen or a fusion bomb. It's not controlled. It is just explosive. So they're telling us that these helium and hydrogen atoms are being crushed together at such a tremendous amount of pressure that only a few of them is going off at the same time. It's like lighting a pack of firecrackers and all expecting one to go off at a time. And what I mean. One would go off, then another one later on, and everything like that. But no, the whole string goes off, all at one time, basically. Bad example, okay? But you get the idea. All of this mass would go kaboom all at one time. It wouldn't be a controlled explosion like they're trying to tell us. So here's the idea, guys, and it's kind of weird. I don't explain it well because I'm not smart enough to explain things like this very well, but I do believe that there is a connection because, again, we are the only planet in the system, in our solar system, that has such a strong magnetic field that is created the way ours is, that is kind of connected to the same magnetic stuff that's coming from the sun. It's kind of like a back and forth highway, if you get my ideas, that our magnetics is going to the sun, affecting the sun in a way that helps create this controlled explosion going on in the internally or externally of the sun. They keep telling us the sun is such a big thing and everything like that, and then it spreads out like this, but yet we've never actually seen the sun itself. We see these pictures, these images, these digital images, and I explained why we don't trust digital images. It's because it's a computer chip, a computer image, a computer generated image. So they show us this picture, but they don't tell us how big it is. They tell us on paper that it's this big, but the core of it, guys, we only see the gas being burned off from it. So we need to question this stuff, guys. And here's the thing, guys. I've got 4 or 5 models of AI on my phone that I use. It's the general ones that you can use for free and everything like that, so nothing big. But each and every time I go start asking each and every one of these models about this connection between the sun's energy and the explosions going on in the sun, that it is probably fueled by this, guess what? The AI shuts down and tells me I've run out of time. It's too busy to answer my questions, and more excuses. Some of them just turn completely off. So this tells me, guys, that I don't try to think too big, but there is a connection here that I'm dragging on, that I think I'm close to something else that they're really telling us about the connection of Earth and the sun and the rest of the solar system, that perhaps Earth, because we are the third rock and we're the closest one that has a core that produces this much energy that's to the sun, and we actually have a two-way highway in a sense with the sun's and its energy. They even tell us this, guys, in science and everything like that, so they're kind of missing the other point, that there is a connection between the Earth and the sun as far as the exchange of energy. There's also a balancing force used in this connection with the moon. So somehow or another, guys, I've brought this subject up with each of the AI models. I've talked on just general chat with different ones and everything like that, and also on Google. And each and every time I start broaching this subject, bringing in these ideas, it's shut down. So this tells me, guys, that I'm onto something. Anyway, hope you all have a groovy day. And just think about this, guys. I really would appreciate your thoughts and your comments on this, what you think. Maybe you have something you could add in to help prove or disprove the current mainstream science story. Later, taters.